When one of your team does something great, it seems like all you've got to say is, well done, fantastic work. That is brilliant, of course. But when your team member has put in extra effort or achieved something unusual, you can get so much more value out of this discussion by holding a 1-minute conversation to explore the meaning and significance of what they've done well. This helps in 3 totally critical ways. First, they'll have a strong sense of progress, so vital for motivation. Second, they'll see why their actions matter. And third, they'll feel more energized. So why is this conversation less easy? Well, because we're used to critically analysing what goes wrong, but we're less practiced at critically analysing what goes right. Developing a few key skills here can make all the difference. Here's a couple of tips at how to do this, and then let's look at an example. Use the CEDAR steps to help you. CEDAR stands for context, examples, diagnosis, action, and review. So for context, if you've asked them to speak to you, let them know right away you want to talk about something they've done well. They'll be worried, so put them out of their misery. Use words that reflect the right level of impact here, whether that's good, great, or even totally fantastic. Next, add some colour with specific examples about what they did or said. Then the really useful bit, ask how they did it. Get them thinking about what they're good at, the progress they're making. Then ask, looking forward, what might be a great next step? People can often come up with terrific ideas. It doesn't have to be huge. All marginal gains create momentum. Last but not least, follow up later to see how they're doing and give them as much support as possible. They'll appreciate it. Let's look at the example.
Thanks for popping by, Katie. I just wanted to pass on some feedback with you today from our client at Capitan. As you know, this is a really important project for us because it's both high profile and likely to lead to more contracts in future. I wanted to say that I was talking to them yesterday and they were so pleased with the progress so far, which is great. How are things going from your side?
Yes, there's lots to do, but we're on track so far and no issues to report.
Well, I know you've been working long hours every day, really pushing things forward, making it happen as quickly as possible. And look, it's already starting to show results. There were 2 things actually that the client especially mentioned that they're finding particularly useful. Your excellent efforts in finding the information they need, it's really helping them make decisions on logistics and resources very quickly. And also, your team seem very enthusiastic and focused. You're doing a great job motivating them. Both of these are really important competencies for your role.
Well, it is great to hear that the client is so happy with the progress we've made so far. I mean, they do need an awful lot of information because the project is so complex, but well, the team are working incredibly hard.
So what are you doing to motivate them?
Well, I always try to make sure that they have the right information. So every morning we hold a short briefing where we update each other. These don't take very long, but it's really important because I think everybody stays in the picture that way. And also I'm trying to give opportunities to everyone to learn something new on the job. Usually this is by shadowing another team member without compromising the job in any way, of course. But the team have been really happy to give up extra time because they can see that they're actually learning new skills.
Well, I have to say, your team leadership skills are paying dividends on this project. It's a real strength you have. Now, I know you haven't led a team many times before, but it would be good to think about how to use your skills more in future. Do you have any ideas, or do you want to have a think about it and get back to me?
I'd quite like a little bit more responsibility around coaching the team. They've responded really well to learning new things, and I think we could focus on building our client relationship skills. For example, how to run a client meeting or responding to the phone calls or even tackling issues. Do you think that's something that could be useful?
Yeah, definitely. But how's it all going to be fitted in?
Well, at the moment there is far too much work on it. It just wouldn't be possible, but perhaps in a couple of months when everybody is under a lot less pressure. I was thinking perhaps start with 1 hour a week at the end of our team meetings.
Well, I think that's an excellent idea. When would be a good time to meet up again, maybe firm up?
Well, the schedule becomes clearer in the end of next month, so perhaps the 30th?
Well, good. I look forward to hearing your plans then. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about now, either with this or with the wider project?
No, but thank you for sharing the feedback. That's really great to hear.
There are free, downloadable one-page conversation guides for both you and your team member on my website. And there's more in my book, Now You're Talking, the manager's complete handbook to leading great conversations at work, even the tough ones. Wishing you great conversations.